This is Outbreak, Shades of Horror, Chromatic Split. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So this is part of what is kind of a fairly lengthy, I guess you would say, franchise of horror games.
Seriously?
The developers have actually been really greatly improving their releases. Like, it's still kind of the same gameplay style from their earlier games, but I will say, I'm assuming this is really the engine doing lifting these days, but it is quite a big upgrade from what you might be used to if you've played and or experienced the Outbreak series, because there's quite a few entries in this franchise. I've covered a good number of them. They're always kind of like fun and little interesting games to dive into and take a look at. And there's somewhat mixed results. Like,
let's keep going.
On the Switch, I've seen some rough versions. On the older Xbox versions were kind of rough, and especially with like the generational change. But I will say they're definitely making some good tech leaps, and just the fidelity and the quality in the environment has increased significantly. It's actually really genuinely quite visually impressive. So it's supposed to be a style that is reminiscent of the old Resident Evil games. That's the idea they go for, as if those kind of games were made nowadays. So not like the modern Resident Evil games, but they're attempting to create that sort of old school style, but you know, with an approach of modernness to it, I guess, is kind of the idea there. So there's kind of perspectives here, playing as both the heroes and the villains as you attempt to deal with the outbreak. There's Lydia, who I believe is the one in every single entry in the series, almost, if not all of them, from what I recall. Veteran police officer racing against time through this sewers to spread the truth of the outbreak. And then there's Hank, trying to keep out of sight of your target while navigating a rooftop scenario. And this is supposed to lead into the upcoming Outbreak Shades of Horror, which is a spiritual successor to the online survival horror from the early 2000s. So there you go. That's what we got going on here.
Yeah, I don't do walking around.
So if you're like, they're usually very cheesy games, but they do seem to, I guess you would say, be again quite improving their like pipeline of visuals and quality. It's seriously, like, visually this looks pretty good. I think their last game looked pretty good too. There were some technical issues on that one, but they cleaned it up, and yeah, kind of fairly impressive from that perspective. So it's a 4K resolution. It's gonna be resolution scaling here to like dynamic.
Looks like I'm gonna have to jump.
Temporally upscaled. Ooh, ho, ho. And it's 60 FPS. You could see the frame rate target in the top right there, because they give you that setting under the options. There's actually quite a few settings you can adjust, but it does seem like less settings than kind of what we're used to, which is interesting. Like, it does seem like with the, I guess you would say, improvements and stuff like that. Oh, I guess I thought that would maybe switch things. We do have less visual adjustments that we're given, but we do get a much better looking and kind of playing and running game, which I would say I am impressed about. Seriously, they've actually done some good improvements here, so it does to me look pretty good, especially for something that is, you know, an indie type title. It's not bad, so props to the team for that effort, I would say, for sure. And like I said, the previous one I kind of checked out not too long ago, but a bit ago, was one where you're basically shooting. It's like an on-rail shooter. It was pretty cool. It was just like performance problems.
Not the best weapon.
Okay, I've got the pipe now. I can do it, I think. How do I hit with this pipe? Do I have the pipe in my hands? No, I do not. Okay, I thought I had the pipe in my hands. So you gotta actually, like, you gotta actually click the buttons in order to, like, well, click the buttons. So you actually got to go into your inventory in order to access and place items. There we go, like in the old Resident Evil games. There you go. I mean, I think this looks pretty good. It's kind of dark, so it's hard to see much, but yeah, some performance drops going on there.
Well, this looks normal.
But hey, at least they give you an FPS counter. I actually really appreciate that. I'll need an explosive to smash this. An explosive? In the sewers? At this hour? It'd be pretty cool to create a horror game like this, you know, that's got like this sort of style. Would be kind of fun to create, because you could basically just build endless little stories. I know these devs, they really like to kind of focus on their specific like characters and that, but you could theoretically just do tons of little, you know, story adventures like this. Turn off the machinery. Okay, well, we're definitely not going that way. These scientist memos. Unbelievable. But yeah, like lighting and particle effects and character model, and like if you go and you play one of their earlier games that were like given, you know, next gen or current gen updates at the start of the gen, and you compare it to what they have now with this engine tech, it's like it is really a night and day difference. It's, yeah, like, again, like a bit of a bravo to them in that regard. Ow. Find the valve and turn off the steam blocking my path. I have to find valve? I don't know where valve is. Wow, that actually killed me. I didn't have a save? So I have to redo the whole thing? They have cheat codes. Should they have maybe had like a bit of an autosave there? Holy, that's a little ridiculous. I guess it's supposed to be, you know, the throwback type game, but like, come on. That was a little brutal, right? Like, excessive. It was like 7 minutes of time I lost. Yeah, okay. Definitely did not like that. Alright, let's just kind of rush through it, I guess. Holy. Sometimes it's unavoidable. Yeah. Oh, because this is the valve right here, right? This would have been the valve I could have interacted with, I think? I don't know.
Okay, let's keep going.
That sucks. That's like a your punishment must be more severe kind of thing going on. I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve to die like that. Now I gotta like run all the way around the map again. I do think the dinosaur screams are kind of fun.
Better not be who I think it is. Is someone taking notes?
I don't know. Also, from what I understand from like the performer perspective, it's supposed to be kind of cheesy, the voiceover and stuff. I don't know if they're ever going for a more serious approach, but that was what I was always told, is it's supposed to be a little, like it's supposed to be over the top and a little silly and ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't do walking around in the dark.
That'll be something that will be fun actually to do, is revisit some of the earlier games in this, you know, in the, like a future gen, see how they run with the extra overhead. But really, really impressed that the devs have been actually making like visual leaps and bounds. I think that's really like great, honestly. It's always impressive me to like play the character model kills me. To play like an earlier entry of something from someone and just see how they improve over time. I always think that's so cool.
I don't know if the insurance is going to cover this one.
But at least I'm in better health now. I think we made it through this a lot faster.
Not the best weapon, but I can make do.
I think it's because I knew what I was doing, right? Okay, there we go. Yeah, watch out for stamina. It really, the frame rate does tank though when you
this looks normal.
seem to smash stuff. So is this like something I can save with? No, that's just gunpowder. Alright, I thought I had like a save icon or something. I don't know. Maybe you'll find a save point coming up here. I love how she moves. It's like a slightly stilted animation, but it's kind of hilarious. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get a little bit of a chuckle out of
Where are
it.
my tax dollars going?
I just can't believe the sewers look like this. Blue sprout. Alright, so now we get up here, and this time we're not going to die.
This looks familiar.
In the smoke,
Am I going
right?
in circles?
So now we have to go back, I would imagine, and then this pipe over here, I think, is the pipe, right? Or can we, like, go in this door? This door is locked. I need a key. Well, where do I get a key from? Yeah, I kind of do get a chuckle out of the way she runs. It's sort of hilarious. Find the valve. Can I not interact with it because I have a pipe in my hands? Find the valve. I could have sworn that would be, to me, that would be the valve, right? Unless there's like another area I'm supposed to go to. Doesn't really tell you. Okay, so we're back up here. This must be the way, right? Search carefully for hidden notes. Uh-huh. I love how the frame rate just like tanks when this happens. How are these pallets? The pallets are floating! This is ridiculous. Alright. Whatever. Interact with the lock. It's marked with the logo of a construction company. I don't know. Do I need that? The valve case. Well, are they like, is it in the environment where these things are? Can I like jump over there, or would I fall and like break my legs? Well, that kind of hurt a little bit. So there's like a note with a construction company logo on it that's just somewhere in the environment. They weren't kidding when it's one of those older style things. They should introduce clambering. I think that would, I think clambering would help them a lot in this. Okay, let's see what we got here.
Where are my tax dollars going?
Looking for a note. Handgun rounds, but I don't have a gun. Reread notes. Oh, okay, yeah. Scientist memo. I didn't pick up like any notes this time. That doesn't help me. Scientist memo. Well, that's not what I'm looking for to open this sign. Construction company thing. It could be anywhere, this thing. I think in this tutorial area you would set up where this stuff is closer together. So I'm just wandering around looking for a construction notice. I think I'm still looking for a valve too, but I'm not too sure. Can I just climb out? Guess I'm stuck down here. This is my, this is the punishment for the rest of my life. Having to be in the sewers. Yep. Living the sewer life. Alright. So, we need to figure out what this case is. Okay. Just walk around very, very carefully. Search for notes to find the valve case. Okay. What is this called? Outbreak. Shades of Horror. Yeah. I don't know if this is the one for this one. Let's give it a whirl. There's cheat codes? There's one for no fall damage? Huh. Codes are typically in unlit areas requiring flashlights. Well, that's helpful. Yeah, I'm really glad that something like True Achievements actually exists. It's such a useful website. Anyways, I don't know. This might be from a different game though, but we'll see if this works. Marked with the logo of a construction company. No, that's not it. I mean, it is kind of cool that there's cheat codes. Yeah, I think I actually have to find it. I think I'm actually going to have to go out into the environment and figure this out. That's great. Alright. Because, yeah, I didn't pick up any notes with a construction symbol. Like, ugh. Am I dead? I'm danger! I don't know how falling causes infection, but, you know. It's okay. Wait, what is this? This is gunpowder. Okay. I was kind of hoping there'd be something in the box. So my objective is to search for notes. They could be anywhere. Anywhere in this environment. I shotgun to shoot that box. It just sounds like a lot of work. Yeah, usually there's a, usually there's like a online set of guides that like tell you how to open stuff. So I'm just supposed to wander around looking for notes? Scientist's memo. Well, I don't know where this is. The gas will kill you. I've almost broken both of my legs wandering around trying to get to places. I think I already grabbed this note, right? Usually the notes would be close to where the thing is, but possibly not, because I was just rushing through it because I died, right? Well, anyways, the game does look a lot better, which is nice. There's a map! How did I miss picking up the map both times? You gotta be kidding me. Anyways, I guess we're just gonna wander around looking randomly for this note in circles. It's really dark down here, I'm a little scared. Cool lighting effects though. A key? What's the key for? Okay, so I have a key that opens something. I have all this ammo for guns that I, you know, don't have a gun, so doesn't really do anything for me. Wait, so I came... Where did I go last time? There was like an upper area I went to, right? Is that accessible from here? Or is this like a side area? I will say the atmosphere is very brooding and unsettling. But yeah, okay, here's this thing. Although I don't really see where the note for the key case would be. Maybe it's really obvious and I just kind of passed it over. Any doors I can open? Just completely lost here. Oh, well this is...
in this town to have people lost in the sewers.
creepy.
Is it like this everywhere?
Is this what I'm looking for? There's always another note somewhere.
Pretty sure that's not how pipes work. I better find that valve fast.
Use the valve. I don't have the valve. Gotta be kidding me. So this is where I'm supposed to go? With the valve of the key card I don't have? Yeah, that all makes sense, I guess. Wandering in the dark looking for answers. I feel like that note is probably like super obvious. Steam warning. "2236. Okay, well that would have been great to have. Well, I guess you have to come back here because you have to open up the boxes, right? Is it gonna kill me?